what it is. It's your guy, Rhett, Butler, in this. Well, this is that pretty left hook. Hitting you in your goddamn liver, fool. Man, it's fight week yet again. Devin the Dream Haney. Vasiliy Lomachenko. I'm going to tell y'all yet again, because I don't think you hearing me. I'm going to say it louder for the people in the back.
Hey, yo.
Devin Haney is the most exciting fighter in boxing. I'm stamping it right now. Stamped right now. Pretty left hook. You heard it first. Rhett Beezy, your boy. I'm telling you right now, Devin the Dream Haney, most exciting fighter in boxing. Why do I say that? Because Devin is doing everything you're supposed to do. Y'all say, oh man, we mixed boxing in the 80s, Red. We missed boxing in the 90s, Red. Everybody don't fight each other no more, Red. When it's time, they wait till they get geriatric and old, and then they want a the third of the bean, yada da me. Listen, Devin Haney is doing exactly what you're saying they don't do. And I'm going to prove it to you before we get to his fight this Saturday against against Vasiliy Lomachenko. What is he doing? Let's go back to Gamboa. Right now, Devin Haney, 29-0. Let's go back on Gamboa. He fought Yuriorkis Gamboa. Okay? Gamboa had a name. He's from Florida. I mean, he's Cuban, but he lives in Miami, about the third. Devin Haney went to Florida. Devin Haney is from Oakland, moved to Las Vegas when he was 9 years old to train with the best. Start training with Zab Judah, training with Floyd. Looks at Floyd like a big bro. Training with Floyd Mayweather Sr. He been in the Mayweather boxing club since he was a child, by the way. But let's whatever. Gamboa, November 7th, 2020. He went to Hollywood, Florida. Okay, Broward County. Shout out to all my homies in Broward. And he fought Yuriorkis Gamboa in Yuriorkis Gamboa's backyard. Okay? And he won. Unanimous decision. 12-rounder. That was, and they were fighting for Devin's WBC lightweight title. Good job. He kept his belt. Then he fought Alfredo Santiago, closer to home in LA, but not really. I'm tripping. I went backwards. He fought Santiago first, then he fought Gamboa. After Gamboa, he fought Jorge Linares. Bro. This guy's not a game. He fought Jorge Linares in Vegas for his belt, for the WBC belt, meaning Devin's belt, brought his belt to the game, walked out with his belt. You understand? Beat Jorge Linares. And Jorge Linares is a problem. By the way, Jorge Linares has also fought Lomachenko. And before I go even further, I want y'all to hear what Jorge Linares has to say, because after I keep running his resume down, you're going to understand why Jorge Linares feel how he feel. Jorge Linares, who's a former 3-weight world champion, and he dropped Vasiliy Lomachenko, by the way, in their fight. Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares is nice. He's nice. Of course, we know right now Devin Haney's the undisputed lightweight world champion, but we ain't gonna go there. Like I said, I'm gonna give you the rest of his accolades, but the kid is nice. It's just y'all be sleeping because he don't have the same level of hype value, even though he's always drippy and all of it. You know what it is. He don't got the Mayweather sheen on him right now, you know what I mean? But he's nice. And we're gonna get into that too. Back in October, Jorge Linares was asked his opinion on the fight and explained why he was backing Devin Haney to keep all 4 of his belts. Man, he's undisputed, my man. This is what Jorge Linares had to say. Lomachenko is Lomachenko, but he's not the same. He said this to Boxing Scene last October. I respect both. I'm very good friends with both Lomachenko and Haney too. If that happens, it's a 60-40 fight. For me, Haney has the best time right now. He's quick. He's fast. He has power. He moves so well in the ring. And then they asked Jorge Linares again after Tank fought Ryan Garcia. And this is what Jorge Linares had to say. For me, I still think this time it'll be Devin Haney. By decision against Lomachenko, I think so. Linares said that to Fight Hub. Why am I telling you what Jorge Linares said? Because Jorge Linares is respected. So this is a guy that's fought Lomachenko, dropped him, by the way, and fought Devin Haney. So he knows what he's talking about. He shared the ring with both of these guys. It's like talking to Sean Porter about who's going to win Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. He's fought them both. He lost to them both. Jorge Linares, you know what I mean? So these guys know what they're talking about. They share the space, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say Linares already picked his man. After Jorge Linares, Haney fought Joseph Diaz Jr., Jojo Diaz, bro. This guy's nasty with it too. And he beat Jojo Diaz. Now, Jojo Diaz was talking hecka trash, but he didn't win. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Haney came through. And then after all of that, Haney beat the man that beat the men. George Kambosos Jr. came through dripping, beat Teofimo Lopez, who beat Lomachenko. Okay, Teofimo literally made his name from beating Lomachenko. Kambosos came, bang, took that whole situation away and beat Teofimo. Devin Haney said, I'm up next. And when they made the George Kambosos versus Devin Haney fight, every shenanigan in the book was thrown at Haney, bro. Fight me in my hometown in Australia, my country. Okay, Melbourne, specifically in Australia at Marvel Stadium. And Devin went. And not only did Devin go, he handled boy over there. Can you imagine going to another person's country, which they're like, 12 hours ahead of us? And he went and beat his ass.
Hey, yo.
Then when the remix came, the remix, I'm tripping. The rematch came, and they said, if we're going to do it again, you got to do it again on my soil, Melbourne, Australia. I always go to America to fight. Come back, I bet you can't do it twice. The second fight was way more definitive. Devin busted his ass. Pause.
Hey, yo.
I'm saying all this to say the following. Devin Haney goes to enemy territory constantly. Oh, I forgot to tell you, that second time, they tried to bring up an old charge his daddy caught back in the day in the Bay Area and not let his dad come get a visa to go to Australia. You know, his daddy's part of his training team, keeps him motivated. He got a little squad with him. They tried to say, no, you can't even come, baby. Eventually, they got that taken off, and he was able to go over there. But that was like at the last minute to the wire. That's doing Devin dirty. You trying to shake his confidence. He still went over there and gave that boy the blues, man. This means that Devin Haney is the one right now that is doing everything most other fighters won't do in the fight game. He's not only taking on challenges, but he's doing it in ways that are only, unfortunately, to his disadvantage. But he still does it, dude. Not only does he still do it, he excels in the moment. One time I saw Devin Haney live at a fight. I said to him, yo, man, you was looking real pretty boy Floyd in the ring. Like, I see how you moving right now. And he said, you know something that's funny? I was watching Floyd fights all week. Pretty boy fights. And you're absolutely right. I'm on that energy right now. You know, I think he had a custom Dapper Dan set on. You know what I mean? He had the little Dapper Dan lay. Shout out to my Philly people. You know what I mean? Of course, shout out to Harlem, Dapper Dan all day. But that's what Floyd was doing back in the day. He knows what it is. This is the thing. I'm going to say a quote from my man, Antonio McKee. Shout out to Antonio McKee, coach, man, out at the body shop in LA and all that. You know what I mean? Long Beach, Lakewood. It's like Bellator versus the UFC. Bellator doesn't make stars, but they will pay you. The UFC makes stars. With Devin Haney, he's with Top Rank. Top Rank doesn't know how to market black fighters. I'm going to just keep it a stack with you. They did a horrible job with Terrence Crawford, and they're doing a horrible job with Devin Haney. The difference is that Devin Haney promotes himself. The youngest promoter ever in history of boxing when he started Devin Haney Promotions. The kid been on entrepreneurship. Him and his daddy Bill, they've been on it. They've been showing you how to do this, son, on some young energy. But we gonna make it right now. He had the right people around him. Zab Judas' godfather, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Yoel Judah trains him. Yoel Judah had him touching boy up, paws out in Melbourne, like I just told you with George Cambosos. These guys have a super team, man. If there's a super team in boxing, it's Devin Haney's team. His daddy got his back. He got nothing but OG veterans around him. He trains in the places where you're going to get that real work in Vegas. You know, he got Stitch Duran as his cup man. He got real people around him. He trains out of Mayweather's. I mean, this guy is a problem. Top Rank, you know, they just don't have, they know how to promote the De La Hoyas, the Pacquiaos. They know how to promote to mainstream, good guy, loving audiences. They don't know how to promote the polarizing figure, and Devin Haney is polarizing. Devin Haney talks his shit. He feels the way he feels. He has extreme black energy. They love Allah. They're Muslim. They from the Bay, so you already know that's a bunch of revolutionary energy all up in that. You know what I mean? Like, we love these guys. These guys are awesome. But it doesn't translate into the promotion because Devin Haney is still a young promoter, so he's learning. But he's done a good enough job, clearly a better job than Top Rank. It's just Top Rank has the bad guarantees and the deal with ESPN and whatnot, right? And Lomachenko, right? So he's doing the right thing. Devin Haney knows how to shake and bake. He'll go to DAZN. He'll go to Top Rank at ESPN. And if he needs to, you know he'll go over to PBC, Premier Boxing Champions. He's trying to secure his legacy the right way, and we all know what happens, right? He defeats Lomachenko. We talking Shakur Stevenson. We definitely talking Tank Davis if Tank wants that real work for his legacy. Devin Haney is setting himself up to where if Tank don't fight him, it's going to look like a duck. Period. Because Tank is knocking everybody out but Devin Haney. So we got to see what that looks like. But I'm going to go ahead and give a prediction. I predict Devin Haney by unanimous decision, 12-rounder against Lomachenko. I don't think he knocks Lomachenko out, but he might knock him down. I think Loma still got his feet, his legs under him, but I just think Loma has lost a step, and I think Devin's timing is perfect. He's doing it the way Floyd would do it. WWFD, what would Floyd do? He's on his Pretty Boy program right now. Devin Haney, though, is more advanced, though, because he started being a promoter earlier and owning his career earlier, and he's doing it in a family way. This guy's smart. We love what's going on. Watch the fight this weekend on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Devin Haney, Vasiliy Lomachenko. And by the way, this wasn't a Lomachenko bash. Salute to Lomachenko, one of my favorite fighters. This guy's amazing. He's going to come in there, and he's ready. I just think Devin Haney is a little better. And remember, like Floyd said, in a 12-round fight, all he needs to win is 7 rounds. I think Devin Haney's capable of doing that. Man, you know what it does, man. It's your guy, Rhett Beasley, man. This is that Pretty Left Hook. Shout out to the whole Up On Game network, man. Yo, my man Blanco, my man Vito, my man Dustin, my man Cardo, and of course, big homie LeVar Arrington. Check us out, man. UpOnGame.network on the net. At Up On Game on Insta, Twitter, everywhere we at. Of course, at Pretty Left Hook Podcast on the IGZ. At Rhett E. Butler on IG and Twitter. Man, you still don't know shit about boxing? Keep paying attention, B.I. Love you.